You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. Why do y'all have to keep lying? I mean, every time you get debunked with the lies, y'all come up with a new lie. Why don't y'all figure out actually how to have policies to attract more people? But why do you, specifically you, keep advocating the absolute lie? And there's no proof. I've asked you now 6 times. Show some proof. You threw out Ware County, 100 votes. It was 37. And it's a red county. So any other proof you got? You got anything?
Well, the fact of the matter, it's bigger than that. It's about the ability for the American people to have confidence in our elections, because that is what makes America America. The ability for people to have faith in the votes that they cast, making it easier to vote, harder to cheat. If you're against that, I really don't know what to tell you, Roland, because at the end of the day, you can say that you can call 50%, half the country delusional, deluded, wrong, crazy, whatever, but it doesn't detract from the reality that it is not good for our country's stability for people to not be able to have faith in our election.
So hold on, CJ. So if y'all listen to a liar, in Donald Trump, if y'all follow a liar in Donald Trump, and the liar makes all of y'all repeat the lie, and then he browbeats other Republicans in repeating the lie, don't you think folks are going to start repeating the lie? Because, again, you keep talking about most Americans and folk not believing in this. Well, here's the deal. This is an NPR, PBS NewsHour Marist survey. 60% of Americans, 1/4 of Republicans trust the results of the 2020 presidential election. 60%. 56% approve of how the president-elect is handling himself during the transition. So 60% of Americans trusted the election. So what you just said is a lie. You said half. 60%. Is 60% half?
To the point that you just said, you said only 25 of Republicans trusted the election results. I mean, 75%.
It ain't our fault y'all believe a liar.
Well, the point that I'm making is bigger than that, Roland. It's about the stability of our nation.
But here's the deal. Can you provide me some proof? Here's what I need. Here's the deal. If CJ told me, Roland, Reese can't cook, and I was like, well, hell, the only way I need to know if Reese can't cook is if I eat Reese's food. Now, if I go eat Reese's food and it tastes good, I'm like, CJ, you full of shit. Her food tastes good. Now, if you go, but that don't matter, Roland, I think the food don't taste good. And then if I invite Greg over, and Greg like, damn, there's some good food. And if I invite Anthony, Chelsea, Chris, Atlantis, and Jackie, and they, man, food tastes good. Are we supposed to sit here and give you credence because you don't like it when 9 other people think the food tastes good?
Well, I'm sorry. Reese's Gumbo just isn't the same as ensuring that America's on good, solid footing.
No, but just because y'all crazy does not mean we have to change laws because y'all are crazy.
Let me add in. Let me add in a little
hold on, Greg, 1 second. CJ, go ahead and finish that point, but I'm still waiting on some proof. Please, go. I'm still waiting.
Not making is this legislation, and Democrats should be the biggest cheerleaders for this legislation.
Why?
Because if you want to blame Donald Trump for what he was able to so-called incite, then he had to have something to point to lead to this incident.
He had nothing. He lost. He incited an insurrection because he lost, and he couldn't handle losing.
Okay, well, obviously he was able to point to something that resonated with people that led to them having such a visceral reaction to.
Because y'all believe a liar.
No, it's not about that. It's about ensuring that America remains a country that has solid and safe elections.
Wait, hold up. You keep saying that. Was it not certified by Republican secretaries of state, governors, and legislators?
It was, based on the
So wait, hold up. So that wasn't safe?
Reformed because of how insecure they are.
Greg, go ahead.
Mike Pence certified the election. Mike Pence certified the Electoral College votes.
Right, and was he not the president? Was he not the vice president?
He was the vice president.
Did he not follow the Constitution?
That's why it was in hiding for the last 3 months, bro.
Greg, go ahead. See, this is like the lobotomy that's needed because we got a bunch of crazy Republicans who believe the liar in chief, and they want us to say, but y'all got to accept our crazy. Greg, go ahead.
Well, I don't think the white nationalists have a choice. One of the people who was present at the ALEC confab when they got their heads together to write all this legislation that's now being introduced in these state legislatures was Ken Blackwell. Ken Blackwell, who helped Ohio massage the election when he was Secretary of State of 2004. So that might have been around the same time you were coming onto the earth, Brother CJ. Ken Blackwell is black. And like a pair of earrings or a bracelet, black folks in the white nationalist party are accessories. In other words, it's just kind of like things to kind of bring out the color. And the color in this case is white. In the analogy that you did, Roland, I would say that there's one element. The people who would say that Reese can't cook would also say that you, me, CJ, any other black person who would taste that cooking and say it's good shouldn't be allowed to eat. So in other words, they would never even go to sample the food. And so when you hear phrases like election integrity, that is code for taking away local control when they can revert to state control to supersede the local folk.
But they supposedly love local control. They supposedly love small government.
Well, they love control, which is why when you look at this bill, the corn pone flop sweat leading probably candidate for 2024, Ron DeSantis, who recently went to kiss the ring of Donald Trump in Mar-a-Lago. When you look at that legislation, it was opposed by the 67 county supervisors of elections in the state of Florida.
Republicans included.
Republicans. That's exactly right. But see, the problem here is that this uniform legislation that they plotted in December and now rolling out, and Texas is next, is designed to take local control away when the white nationalist party is not winning the election. Finally, when you hear the phrase voter confidence, your voter, take out voter and put in white voter confidence, along, as I said, with a few pairs of earrings and bracelets to kind of disguise the fact that this is white voter confidence. This is the foolishness. And CJ, I hope you're a political science major in government. I hope you're going off law school, brother, because when you get there, you might get a chance to read GOP versus the Grafenfield, which is the case that Clarence Thomas dissented from recently, where he said, yes, the mail-in votes that the white nationalist party in Pennsylvania want thrown out would not be enough to overturn the Pennsylvania election. However, I have real questions about the integrity of mail-in voting in Pennsylvania. And like you, which is why I say this isn't necessarily about age, Clarence Thomas offered no proof, no facts, and repeated the talking points of Donald Trump, meaning that even the federal judiciary is complicit when white nationalism is the objective, and it can be carried out by black people. Clarence Thomas and UCJ seem like y'all on the same page. And Clarence Thomas, unlike you, has a seat on the Supreme Court. They're going to break this little settler project, brother, and I, for one, couldn't be happier.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have that you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.